everyone. Today we are going to study AI, data, and corpus. So I'm Jeong-Ah at Dongguk University. It's on class of Introduction to AI English Language Teaching. So today we are going to talk about AI, machine learning, and deep learning, a little bit about them, and data, that is a corpus in linguistics, and also I will explain a little bit about corpus linguistics, and I will show you how to use Google Books and Gram and PLC corpus and Coca corpus and some part of the corpus analysis software. So, as you might know about artificial intelligence, Um, this is any technique which enables computers to mimic human behavior, and it started around the 1950s. And machine learning is a kind of a subset of AI techniques that give computers the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed to do so. So that is one part of a subset of artificial intelligence, and also deep learning from 2010s, and deep learning is another one of the subset uh, of machine learning, which make the computation of a multi-layer neural networks feasible. So we can do it deep learning approach uh, based upon the um, big data and also some advanced technology. All right. So as I mentioned before, deep learning was possible because of big data, the amount of big data. So data can give us some kind of the success of deep learning, such as Google Translate or some face recognition, etc. Right? So you can see that the graph shows that the performance of deep learning uh, is much higher than the other learning algorithms, right? And you can see the positive relationship between amount of the data and performance of the deep learning. Okay, so we can all see that the data matter. So you can see that data is really are important, and especially in linguistics, data is called corpus. So we can do it corpus linguistics. Okay, when we use AI and deep learning technique, and the corpus is the baseline for uh, you know data, I mean, in linguistics. Okay, so what is a corpus? Corpus can be defined in terms of both its form and its purpose, according to Hunston 2002. And linguists have always used the word corpus to describe a collection of naturally occurring examples of language. It consists of anything from a few sentences to a set of written or oral texts, all right, written texts or tape recordings. which have been collected for linguistic study. So that is a corpus. All right. And a what can a corpus do? A corpus does not contain new information about language, but the software can offer us a new perspective on the familiar. Most readily available software packages process data from a corpus in three ways, showing frequency, phraseology, and collocation. What does phraseology mean? Uh, it is kind of the relationship between words, alright? So you can uh, use another word uh, in addition to the word, alright? So you can combine the words into a phrase, right? So that is kind of a phraseology, alright? The relationship between two words, alright? And also you can use a collocation. It's a kind of idiom. So you can use two words in a row, highly frequent words, you know, that's the kind of a collocation, right? Okay, when it comes to corpus linguistics, we have two pioneers. So one is Mark Davis, professor of linguistics at Brigham Young University, and another person is Douglas Biber, professor of applied linguistics at Northern Arizona University. So you can check out the homepage and personal webpage of these two people. Okay, so let's talk about a list of corpora. So today we are going to look at Google Books Ngram Corpus using Google Ngram Viewer and British National Corpus (BNC) and Corpus of Contemporary American English, so-called COCA. Okay, so those are ready-made corpus, a collection of linguistic data, and you can just use some kind of search engine, all right, and then find the results. Okay, all right, that's kind of a web service, so we can do it by using web pages. And maybe sometime next time, maybe we can use some other techniques and some tools using some programs, not web pages. Okay, so today let's focus on the web page tool. All right, first one is Google Books Ngram. You can go to Google and check out the Google Ngram Viewer. Okay, then you can type in the target words. Okay, all right. So I just use data and datum here, and you can see the frequency of these two words. So the word data is more frequently used than datum, right? Okay, so you can use this kind of Google Books and Gram Viewer, and you can just Google it in Google and Google News, Google Books, and Google Scholar. Okay, so those are some specific um, corpus, especially Google Scholar is the corpus. We can use this kind of a corpus because it's the collection of um, journal articles and books. All right, so I will show you how to use this Google Ngram Viewer. All right, let's go to Google and type Google Ngram Viewer. Okay. Alright, so here is the Google Ngram Viewer, and I will type data and datum, okay? And maybe you can search 20, 2000 and 2008 or just 19, okay? And search. Then you could see the lines for the word data, and you can check out the frequency of data and datum, right? Right. So, data is more, used than datum. Okay, and you can do this with some kind of using, you know, uh, star mark like asterisk. This is called uh, it's the hit, you can you if you wanna look at the word, and you go if you want to find the next word combined next to the word data, and it should be a verb, okay, then you can do this kind of a formula, okay, so asterisk and underline and the capital letter verb, something like that. You can check out some other options here, part of speech option and wildcard, right? So I just use wildcard, you know, asterisk, okay? And you can use some other inflection, arithmetic composition, and some other corpus selection, something like that, okay? So you can check out the list of options here. Then I just want to look at the verb next to the word data. Okay, so you can see that data are and data is, both of them, quite similar in terms of usage. Okay, and data set, all right, data were, data can. Okay, interesting here. Data was rather than data was presented here, and data collected and data obtained. All right, so data presented. So those are the kind of a participle, right? So data processing, something like that. So you can, find the result of some kind of a phrase, phraseology, okay, of the word data. Okay, so you can see there's some kind of relationship between the verb and the target word data. Okay, that's one thing I want to show you about the Ngram viewer, and one of the uh, you know Uh, oh, I want to do it one more time using other thing. For example, okay, interested here. All right, so you can check out interested in comma interesting. Then you can compare these two words, in terms of a frequency, right? And also I wanna look at interested and the next words. Okay, then you can check out interested in is the top words, right? So, and then the remaining, interested parties, interested, as etc. Okay. Mm. So you can check out the phraseology of the target word and the next word in Google Ngram Viewer. Okay, good. And now let's move on to um, British National Corpus, BNC, and Corpus of Contemporary American English. Okay, so when you Google the, alright, at the Google, BNC Corpus, alright, so British National Corpus here, and you can see this kind of a window, alright, and also Coca corpus of English, contemporary American English corpus, right? So you can see the similar format between British National Corpus webpage and Corpus of Contemporary American English webpage, right? And I will show you how to use it, all right, using the British National Corpus. Okay. We already use the data here. So let's take a look at the search window. And search in this search window, you can type in and you can see the frequency here of the data, right? And when you click this one, you can see the context. All right, this is a context. So frequency, this is the information of the frequency of the target word data, and you can check out the context in which the target word data is used. Okay, all right. If you wanna look at the next word, then you can use collocate here. Okay, so the left words to the target word and right word to the target word. So you can choose the window uh, from 0 to 4, all right? And I will just do window 1, okay? I will just highlight one word next to the target word data, okay? And you can find the collocate. All right, then here are the results. So data from, database, data processing, data collection, data systems. All right, those are the list of frequency of the collocates. Okay, so you can see, you know, the result of in the word from is the most frequent one uh, next to the target word data. And you can see the context like here, right? So data from, data from, data from. You can check out the context in which the target word and collocates are used here. Okay, all right. And also you can do the chart like this chart. Then this is the genre, all right? So academic genre, I mean the academic corpus, uh, you can find the data, the target word in academic text, more than non-academic text, all right? Okay, so it's about the subsection of this corpora, okay, corpus. Okay, all right, and you can choose collocates part of speech. So if you wanna look at verb, then you can use this kind of formula. symbols. Okay, and hit find the collocates. Okay, so we need to wait for a couple of seconds. Okay, all right, this is the result of the collocate. Okay, using the verb, the formula, and you can find that the are, the word are, and is, both of them are used uh, very frequently, and were here and was also you can find it here. Okay, so you can check out the uh, verb, and also you can check out the uh, some other words like noun, for example. Okay, right. So data processing, database. And when you click this one, then you can see the context. All right. Okay. Yes, something like this. All right. So this is how to use British National Corpus webpage, and Corpus of Contemporary American English (COCA) page is really similar. Okay, so you can do it if you wanna look at the American English. All right, and British National Corpus is just a collection of British English. All right, okay, and also you can compare some kind of datum, okay, all right, then you can see some uh difference between collocates data uh, and datum. All right, all right. So data on, data from, data are, data in, etc. But datum, datum line, datum of, datum for. All right. You can see the differences between these two collocates. Okay. So you can play around this homepage, all right, and do the assignment, all right. Homework assignment is to uh, just play around and also and capture the snapshot and screenshot of your results. Okay, all right. That's one thing. And now let's move on to the next slide. Um, and corpus analysis software we will use next time is so one thing is just the anti-conc. Maybe hopefully for this semester or next semester we will use anti-conc, and also the program R or Python. Okay, both of them together. And there are other options like monoconc, wordsmith, and collocate. So you can use these kind of softwares. All right, sometimes you need to purchase them. All right, but Anticonc and R is the freeware. Okay, all right. So that's it for today. And as I already mentioned before, you have to do the assignments. The first one is to take a photo and screenshot of your results of Google Ngram Viewer, and you have to explain why you chose the target words. Okay. if you are interested in some target words, then you need to just explain uh, why you chose it. All right, just in a couple of sentences. And also, number two, another snapshot of BNC and COCA results. Okay, all right. I think that's it for today, and see you next time.